When a home-cooked meal isn't an option, frozen dinners are the next best thing, right after restaurant takeout. For decades, these convenient meals, often called TV dinners, have been a staple in kitchens everywhere. However, not all frozen dinners are created equal. Some are definitely tastier than others. Hungry Man hit shelves in 1973, offering larger portions than typical frozen dinners. While the Hungry Man Smokin' Backyard Barbecue doesn't skimp on size, the quality is severely lacking. The meal features 2 types of meat, a glazed chicken patty and a pork patty slathered in chipotle barbecue sauce, both of which are awful. The chicken patty is bland with a strange chemical aftertaste, and the pork patty resembles a decayed McRib, paired with an overly sweet, artificial-tasting sauce. Though the potatoes and corn are passable, the brownie only adds to the disappointment, making this meal a true letdown overall. If you're vegan, Amy's Veggie Loaf might catch your eye. It's plant-based, gluten-free, kosher, and nut-free. But trust me, don't fall for it. This frozen meal is a disaster waiting to happen. The Veggie Loaf crumbles apart the moment you touch it, and no amount of brown gravy can save it. Instead of resembling meatloaf, it tastes like stale, mushy vegetables with a bland, uninspired sauce. The so-called gravy just adds to the disappointment. To make matters worse, the mashed potatoes are grainy and unappetizing, leaving you wishing you'd skip this meal altogether. Save yourself the regret and choose something else. Stouffer's has been a trusted name in frozen meals since 1914, but their baked chicken is a major disappointment. While this dish once featured a real chicken breast, recent changes to the recipe have left customers less than thrilled. Instead of real chicken, Stouffer's now includes a molded faux chicken breast that tastes far from authentic. From the first bite, you'll notice something's off. The texture is fatty, and the chicken is so stringy it's likely to get stuck in your teeth. What was once a go-to comfort meal has now turned into a frustrating and unappetizing experience. If you're looking for a reliable frozen dinner, you might want to skip this one.
I know what a TV dinner feels like.
The packaging of Smart Ones, Santa Fe rice and beans might lead you to believe you're about to enjoy a flavorful, Mexican-inspired frozen meal, but the reality is far less exciting. This dish, featuring rice, beans, green chile, zucchini, sour cream, and mozzarella cheese, is utterly bland and forgettable. Despite the promising mix of ingredients, there's absolutely no kick to this meal. Its spiciness ranks somewhere near that of plain mayonnaise. Worse, everything is so mushy and stuck together that it's hard to even eat. If you prefer extremely mild flavors, this dish might satisfy. But if you're craving anything close to authentic Mexican flavor, you'll be sorely disappointed. Instead of a satisfying meal, you'll end up questioning your decision-making as you face a flavorless, stuck-together mess. The standout option from Hungry Man's lineup is the Hungry Man Boneless Fried Chicken Dinner, though it's more about portion size than premium quality. While far from gourmet, it's definitely a step up from the brand's other offerings. Despite the fried chicken label, these are essentially oversized chicken nuggets, 2 huge, juicy pieces that offer a decent amount of flavor. They're not the best nuggets you'll ever eat, but their size alone ensures you'll be more than satisfied. However, there's no gravy or dipping sauce included, which feels like a missed opportunity. Adding your own barbecue sauce can give this meal a much-needed boost. Alongside the chicken, you'll find standard mashed potatoes, sweet corn, and a chocolate brownie, typical Hungry Man sides that are decent but won't blow you away.
I told you we put it in too early.
Oh, it's just a little dry. It's fine.
While Marie Callender's restaurant and chicken pot pie have loyal fans, don't let that fool you into thinking their frozen dinners are on the same level. The country fried chicken and gravy is the best of the lineup, but even then, it's barely passable. After one try, you probably won't be rushing back for more. Then there's the country fried chicken breast tenders meal with macaroni and cheese. The chicken tenders are surprisingly decent, but the mac and cheese is a huge letdown. The macaroni is tough and chewy, while the cheese sauce is overly watery, leaving the dish lacking in flavor and texture. For a brand known for comfort food, this meal doesn't hit the mark you'd expect. Lean Cuisine has been catering to dieters since 1981, offering frozen meals that prioritize low calories and relative health benefits, though their taste can be hit or miss. One of their best options is the Lean Cuisine meatloaf with mashed potatoes. Despite its less than appealing appearance once heated, this meal delivers a surprisingly pleasant experience. The reddish gravy is flavorful, the meatloaf is filling, and the mashed potatoes are smooth and enjoyable. With 20 grams of protein and just 240 calories, this frozen dinner provides a satisfying option for those watching their weight. It's not only tasty, but also a practical choice for anyone trying to stay on track with their diet goals. For a quick, convenient meal that won't derail your progress, this Lean Cuisine offering is worth considering. Banquet's chicken nuggets with mac and cheese, plus a brownie, offers decent value for your money. While it's not a top-tier frozen dinner, it's a solid choice, especially for picky eaters. The chicken nuggets resemble Wendy's nuggets, though they fall short in flavor. However, the chocolate brownie is a pleasant surprise and adds a sweet ending to the meal. The standout, though, is the mac and cheese. The macaroni is cooked perfectly, and the cheese is rich and creamy. You might find yourself scraping the plate to savor every last bit of that cheesy goodness.
I just put it in the oven, and by and by it was done, and I had a delicious buffet supper.
Finding quality Chinese food in the frozen aisle is rare, but Bird's Eye Beef Lo Mein breaks the mold. This dish offers a satisfying mix of flavors and textures that elevate it beyond the typical frozen fare. The star of the meal is the lo mein itself, hearty egg noodles that are soft and flavorful without being mushy. Combined with tender beef, bok choy, carrots, and onions, each bite is a delicious experience. The beef is particularly noteworthy for its melt-in-your-mouth tenderness. What truly sets this meal apart, though, is its seasoning. With soy sauce, sesame oil, ground ginger, and garlic powder, it delivers a rich and savory profile that makes it a frozen food standout. When it comes to crafting authentic blackened chicken, Zatarain's is a name you can rely on. Established in New Orleans in 1889, this brand has a rich heritage in Cajun cuisine that sets it apart from many others. Zatarain's blackened chicken Alfredo does not disappoint. The dish features penne pasta enveloped in a zesty cheese sauce, ensuring a delightful texture and robust flavor in every bite. However, the true highlight is the blackened chicken. Made from juicy white meat, the chicken is expertly grilled and seasoned, showcasing a perfect blend of spices that elevate the dish to new heights. Finding authentic Cuban cuisine in the US can be challenging, but Trader Joe's offers a frozen dinner that's surprisingly flavorful. The Trader Joe's Cuban-style citrus garlic bowl is a standout option. Inside the bowl, you'll discover a delightful mix of yellow rice, tender chunks of plantains, black beans, red bell pepper, onion, garlic, cilantro, and succulent chicken thigh pieces. Everything is drizzled with a vibrant sauce that combines lime and orange juice for a zesty kick. Despite the variety of ingredients, each bite harmonizes beautifully, making for a truly blissful experience for your taste buds.
Home cooking! There's nothing like it in the world.
For a frozen meal that surpasses many offerings at Mexican restaurants, consider Amy's Cheese Enchilada. These enchiladas feature organic corn tortillas packed with a delightful blend of white cheddar and Monterey Jack cheeses, complemented by slices of onions, olives, green chilies, and bell peppers. The dish is generously topped with a rich red enchilada sauce and additional cheese. However, be aware that it may not be very filling. While Amy's Cheese Enchilada is gluten-free, soy-free, and kosher, it isn't suitable for vegans. If you're looking for a satisfying frozen dinner that aligns with a vegan diet, try Amy's Vegan Chili Mac and Cheese instead. One frozen dinner that consistently satisfies is Stouffer's lasagna with meat and sauce. Many of us grew up enjoying this classic, and it often tastes even better now as adults. Stouffer's updated the recipe in 2016, making improvements that enhanced its appeal. For those new to Stouffer's lasagna with meat and sauce, each layer reveals a delightful mix of beef, cottage cheese, rich tomato puree, mozzarella, parmesan, and an array of spices. This comforting dish is available in single servings for a quick meal or in family and large family sizes. Perfect for gatherings or feeding a crowd, it's a reliable choice for satisfying your lasagna cravings. Finding a frozen dinner loaded with vegetables that doesn't disappoint is rare, but Healthy Choice seems to have achieved just that with their chicken and vegetable stir-fry. This nutritious meal features a vibrant mix of carrots, onions, red bell peppers, edamame, and broccoli, all cooked to perfection and bursting with flavor. The tender sliced chicken breast complements the fresh vegetables beautifully, while the sesame soy sauce enhances the overall taste. What's truly impressive is the nutritional profile. The entire meal contains only 190 calories, delivering a hearty 23 grams of protein and just 4 grams of fat. With its delightful flavors and healthy ingredients, this frozen dinner stands out as a delicious option that doesn't sacrifice nutrition for convenience. Whether you're a health-conscious eater or simply in search of a tasty meal, Healthy Choice chicken and vegetable stir-fry is a stellar choice that proves healthy food can be enjoyable. Trader Joe's is widely celebrated for its fantastic frozen offerings, with the renowned Mandarin orange chicken often stealing the spotlight. However, the true champion of their frozen meals is undoubtedly the chicken tikka masala. Once you try this dish, you'll likely find it surpasses even the finest takeout, and it may outshine what's available at local Indian restaurants. Promising an authentic experience, this frozen dinner features tender roasted chicken breast, enveloped in a luxuriously creamy red curry sauce. Accompanying this delightful chicken is a portion of basmati rice, delicately infused with just the right amount of cumin. While the chicken and curry are separated from the rice, the ultimate way to enjoy this meal is to blend all the elements together. This harmonious combination will elevate your taste buds, proving that you don't need to dine out for an extraordinary Indian meal. Salisbury steak, created by Dr. James Henry Salisbury during the Civil War in the 1800s, has retained its charm in American cuisine. This retro dish still holds a special place in many hearts, and the Banquet version is a delightful blend of beef, pork, and chicken that may surprise you with its flavor. In the Banquet Classic Salisbury Steak Frozen Dinner, you'll find not only the flavorful steak, but also creamy mashed potatoes, sweet corn, and a warm cinnamon apple dessert. The mashed potatoes are particularly tasty when paired with the savory gravy drizzled over the steak. The sweet corn stands out as well, far superior to the offerings of other frozen meals, boasting a satisfying crunch and a burst of natural sweetness that enhances the overall dining experience. This meal is sure to evoke nostalgia while delivering great taste.